300,000 people. That is not a statistic. That is an entire generation swallowed by the sea. Today, we look at the third deadliest tropical cyclone in human history, a storm that erased a city, the Haiphong Typhoon of 1881. It is October. The Gulf of Tonkin is a cauldron of warm water. Haiphong, Vietnam, is a jewel of commerce. The French are expanding their empire. The port is packed. Ships from Europe, merchants from China. The Red River Delta is teeming with life. Farmers tending to rice paddies, fishermen casting nets. They don't know a monster is hunting them. There are no satellites, there is no radar, just the sky. And the sky is turning an ugly, bruised gray. October 8th, the air drops, the pressure plummets. Sailors look at their barometers in disbelief. The needle is falling off the chart. The wind starts, a low, steady hum. Then a shriek. It hits the coast. Winds easily exceeding 150 miles per hour. Roofs are torn off like tissue paper. Brick colonial buildings crack and groan. Trees are stripped bare, then snapped in half. The air is filled with flying debris, wood, glass, metal. It becomes a blender of shrapnel. People cower in their homes. They pray for the wind to stop. But the wind is just a distraction. The real assassin is the ocean. Typhoons act like massive plows. They push the sea in front of them. The Gulf of Tonkin is shallow. The Red River Delta is flat. It is the perfect trap. The wind drives the ocean inland. It meets the mouth of the river. The water has nowhere to go but up and over. A storm surge, not a wave, a moving mountain of salt water, 20 feet high, maybe more, moving at the speed of a train. It strikes the city of Haiphong. It doesn't wash over the streets, it consumes them. The docks are obliterated. Massive ships are lifted like bath toys. They are hurled into the city center, crushing buildings, crushing people. The water rushes into the flat farmlands. There is no high ground, nowhere to run, nowhere to climb. Villages vanish. Hundreds of thousands of people are plunged into the dark, churning water. Mothers lose their children in the current. Entire families drown in their own homes. The water is absolute black, deafening roar, utter terror. By morning, the wind dies down. The storm moves inland and falls apart. The sun rises over the Gulf of Tonkin. It reveals an apocalypse. Haiphong is gone. It is a swamp of mud, splintered wood, and corpses. The port is destroyed. The rice paddies are poisoned with salt. The livestock are dead. Then comes the silence. The awful, heavy silence of 300,000 dead. To put that in perspective, that is roughly the population of a modern medium-sized city, wiped out in 12 hours. The aftermath is just as cruel. Disease follows the water, cholera outbreaks, starvation. The dead are too numerous to bury. The French colonial government is paralyzed. The local economy is completely broken. It takes decades for the region to recover, for the soil to wash out the salt, for the city to rebuild. The 1881 Haiphong Typhoon is a ghost story. It is a reminder of geography. When you build on a delta, you live on borrowed time. The ocean always wants its land back. We have advanced technology now. We track the storms, we evacuate the coasts, but we cannot stop the water. And history proves the water always wins.